Sky Victor, the eldest daughter of the late gospel artist Bayo, is currently hospitalized at a city facility. On April 3rd, 2026, the young content creator broke her silence on TikTok, confirming a diagnosis that has sparked a wave of concern across the country: a severe blood bacterial infection.
Sky alilazwa hospitali. My only child, my only child. I have two children. I have a daughter and a son. Watu wanasemaga pastor anatajaga sana Sky, lakini hataji kijana wake. Natajaga hata kijana. Ni vile Sky ndio firstborn. Sky aligonjeka na akalazwa hospitali juu ya infection ya damu. Na ametibiwa, anaendelea vizuri. Ako very weak, hayuko sawa 100%, lakini angangana apone. But still mtoto wangu akuwa mgonjwa, nina afford kwenda kutembelea wa mama. Shia, how can you say pastor anachukia watu? Bado niko na mzigo ya watoto, niko na mzigo ya watu, niko na mzigo ya kusikiza mtu. Na mtoto wangu amelazwa hospitali, lakini ametoka na atapona nchi.
Sky shared a series of emotional updates. In the footage, she appears physically drained, undergoing treatment via an IV drip. Still going through a hard journey, it is not easy, she told her followers. Medical sources indicate that blood infections, if not managed aggressively, can lead to systemic complications, explaining the high level of medical supervision currently observed. By her bedside, the appearance of her stepfather Hiram Gitau, Tash, and her younger brother Danny Victor has been a constant. The family has leaned heavily on their faith, with Sky calling for a national prayer chain, stating that nothing is too big for God. To understand the public's deep emotional reaction, we must look back to November 10th, 2025. It was a Monday that changed the landscape of Kenyan gospel music. Bayo, the 11th-hour hitmaker, passed away at Kenyatta National Hospital after a brave battle with acute myeloid leukemia, a form of blood cancer. Since that tragic loss, Sky and Danny have been under the intense scrutiny of the public eye. At their mother's burial in Kiambu, Sky moved mourners to tears with a poised but heartbreaking narration of her mother's final days. Following the burial, the siblings have had to navigate an orphan status while maintaining their presence as content creators. We have tracked their transition over the last 4 months. Reports suggest they have found stability in the home of Hiram Gitau, who has been praised by netizens for his unwavering commitment to the children who are not biologically his. His role as a primary caregiver has been pivotal as the children processed the dual trauma of losing a mother and suddenly facing a health crisis of their own. Central to the Bayo family narrative is Pastor Victor Kanyari, the children's biological father. His relationship with Betty Bayo was one of Kenya's most publicized separations following the 310 investigative expose years ago. However, in the wake of Betty Bayo's death, Kanyari's role has shifted back into the foreground. Shortly after the burial in November, Kanyari was seen taking the children to the streets of Nairobi and shopping malls, signaling an attempt to bridge the gap created by years of estrangement. However, this reemergence has been met with mixed public sentiment. In February 2026, Kanyari again made headlines when he introduced his children to a new female figure in his life. Public discourse on social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook questioned the timing of these introductions, with many asking if the children had been given enough room to grieve their mother before being introduced to a new mom. As Sky Victor battles this infection, all eyes are on Kanyari to see how he balances his public ministry with the private needs of a daughter in a medical crisis. Our reporting shows a massive outpouring of support from the Bayo faithful. The Kenyan public has traditionally been protective of Betty Bayo's children, seeing them as a living extension of her ministry. Analysis of Sky's content shows a girl who has inherited her mother's media savvy and spiritual grit. Even from a hospital bed, she is managing her narrative, documenting her hard journey, not for clout, but as a testimony. This mirrors Betty Bayo's own approach to her leukemia battle, using her platform to maintain hope in the face of clinical despair. As of this report, Sky Victor remains under medical care. Doctors are monitoring her response to the antibiotics, and the family continues to ask for privacy and prayer. The story of Sky Victor is more than just a medical update. It is a chapter in a much larger Kenyan saga. It is a story of how family survives the glare of the spotlight, the sting of death, and the uncertainty of illness. We will continue to follow the story as it develops. For now, the nation waits, hoping that the full recovery Sky spoke of is just over the horizon.
We ask you, is the story of like you being in a blended family affect you in any way? Like the way you have two dads and you're gonna have two moms soon. Does it affect you in any way?
Two moms.
Like be honest. Like be honest, mom.
No.
Because there's so many kids out there who are in a blended family. You know, like this sister is from this, the father is Chinese, and then this one, the father is like Italian. You know, does it affect you in any way?
No, it doesn't. But like when it comes to like, no, it doesn't actually. Like anyway, it doesn't. But then when it comes to events like, let's say, Father's Day, I don't know what to do. When it comes to father and daughter dance, or Mom's Day, I'm fine because it's only you. And then when people like are dissing me, they have to include it. Or when they